This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at another viewer suggestion. Today we're going to take a look at the cuppa soup from Knorr, the chicken soup with noodles. I bought this for 99 cents at my local Globus. We've got 3 portion sizes in here, and yeah, we're finally taking a look at some cuppa soup as well. I don't think I've ever seen them before without looking for them. We've got plenty of instant soups all over the place in every sort of supermarket, right? But specifically cuppa soup never really was something that I was on the lookout for. Pause if you want to read like that. Pause if you want to read the ingredients list. That makes a bit more sense right here, only in German. Pause if you want to read the nutrition table right here, and also all those addresses down at the bottom right. Let us open this particular packet up now. 3 of them in here. So, I mean, it's chicken soup with noodles, so we've got some sad noodles in here, probably the remains of a freeze-dried chicken foot, something like that. I don't really expect a culinary masterpiece here at all. Chicken soup is written on here. April of 2023 is this best consumed by. Anything else here on the packaging? No, not really, no. Let us open up this particular sachet. Does it look alright though? So, okay, now this it's going to be very watery. That's what this tells me right here. Scent-wise, it very much smells like chicken broth. Like an odd mixture of maybe vegetable broth with more chicken scent than actual chicken broth. But when I just think of it as something that actually contains a part of chicken, nah, it's essentially chicken broth, what this smells like. I've got the cup right here already. Wonderful cup, isn't it? Don't really know where that's from. Probably was coming from some sort of, I don't know, pasta pack. Here we go. I mean, if there is a chicken's foot in there somewhere, it just has been like one toe that has been shredded and freeze-dried, because there's essentially nothing in here at all. 33 cents for powder chicken broth. That's what this looks like as of right now. So I guess I'm gonna get some water cooked up, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, hot water is in here. A few more minutes have passed, not just one. I mean, they call for 1 minute of letting this sit, and then bon appetit. But I've got to say, if I would have consumed this after 1 minute, then my entire oral cavity would be experiencing 2nd-degree burns, and I do not know if I would be able to eat anything else but through a tube for the next couple of weeks. Not quite sure how this would turn out. Now it doesn't really look any better than before. Now it just looks like chicken broth with something swimming on the very top of it, and maybe some very sad carrot piece or paprika piece, some sort of freeze-dried piece of fruit, I hope. Now, scent-wise, this is reminding me very much of vegetable broth now. Most of that chicken scent has disappeared, and there's just a little bit of that left. Mostly just vegetable broth. What this smells of now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna consume this pasta piece, I guess. This is a lot sadder than I thought it would be. Really reminds me of very cold afternoons, and trying to eat something that doesn't really have too many calories to, I don't know, satiate the mind, I guess. Yeah, it very much tastes of some sort of broth. I mean, there's nothing special to this at all, it seems. No, not really. Let's take a look at the carrot piece right there. I would assume it is a carrot piece. Oh wow. Freeze-dried, rehydrated now carrot piece. What's this? I think this is a bit of parsley maybe, right? Brilliant stuff. Yeah, I've got to be honest with you. I expected a bit more from this, but right now This doesn't really seem to be something that I'm going to try out again. I thought there would be more pasta in here. This just looks sad. I guess I'm going to drink this now and let's see how it is. Hopefully I don't burn my entire mouth. Okay, something that I can definitely say is that this is less disgusting than drinking actual chicken broth. Or vegetable broth, for that matter. Yeah, it's better. It's much better than that. A lot milder, a lot more palatable, less disgusting, that's for sure. Okay, now that we've removed some of the liquid up top, we can see more pasta pieces down here, and another carrot piece. Now this is the treasure that I've been looking for. Consistency-wise, this is, as expected, just pretty awful. Those instant soup pastas are always way too thin. By the time you get to them, they are usually falling apart just by transferring them from the spoon to your mouth. Really not enjoyable as noodles, as pasta, as anything that would be called that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this as of right now. I mean, this is a lot cheaper than one of those ramen noodle thingies over here, but it's also a lot worse. The consumption process is complete and we're ready to rate this with the review sheet. 0.5 points out of 1 available point in the first impression department. It wasn't interesting, it wasn't absolutely horrible, it was just a bit disappointing that the carrot pieces were almost absent and the pasta or noodle pieces were oddly small, incredibly thin, and they weren't really confidence-inducing at all. Color-wise, it has been fine though. It just looked like a regular freeze-dried soup thingy. I don't really have too much to say about that. Consistency and texture-wise, another half out of 2 available points. I've got to say that this has been a soup, but the ingredients that go into a soup, usually they should have some sort of consistency to them. These pasta pieces right here, they were just breaking apart as soon as you had them on a spoon almost. And those three singled out carrot pieces, they weren't great either. Half a point out of 2 available points there from the consistency and texture department. Taste-wise, I've got to say that this has been not as bad as chicken broth. It has been more interesting than vegetable broth, but it hasn't been much soup-like, to be honest with you. 3 out of 5 points is, I think, a bit too generous even. This is just essentially a glorified chicken broth. And those pasta pieces, might as well just go without them. They don't add any pleasant texture. They're just very like gummy and they fall apart and they are way too thin to be enjoyable in any way. So yeah, I give 3 out of 5 points though in the taste department. Theme realization wise, I give 1/4 of a point because half would have been too much. To be honest with you, chicken soup with noodles is what this is supposed to be, right? Chicken soup with noodles. So I didn't see much of the chicken, just chicken broth, what this is. And the noodles themselves were quite awful for noodles. So it's not even half a point. And the carrot pieces, like if we've got 3 small cube-like freeze-dried carrot pieces, that just hasn't been enough. So only 1/4 of a point in the thematization department. Probably should give maybe even 0, I don't even know. A final rating though of 5.25 out of 10 available points. And yeah, I'm not necessarily speechless, but I expected more from this, to be honest. It's a nice, overall the flavor isn't too bad, but it's just not what you would expect, like from a chicken soup with noodles. It really doesn't live up to the name. And the picture right here, that's just misguiding on another level. Like it didn't look anything like this. Look at the length of these noodle pieces. Look at that. We didn't get that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carrot pieces. We had 3 in the real one. Nah, Nah, it's not good at all. 5.25 is therefore the final rating for the Knorr copper soup, chicken soup with noodles. This is the only copper soup that I could find at the local Globus, so I think for the time being this is going to be it for copper soups. And yeah, I'm not too interested in any other copper soups, to be quite honest. So therefore, I'm going to finish off this video with a bit of a bitter note, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for the suggestion. This was something that I should have tried out some time ago. It might not be up to me, you know, when up to my taste standards, my enjoyment standards, but I guess some people like them. Many people like them. Maybe not enough people, because over here we only have one example of the copper soup on the shelves. So maybe that is saying something about the enjoyment of this product over here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've got a question or a suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe. Thanks again very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. And if you were wondering why this fingernail is a bit dark, I scraped up some burnt cheese from the oven today, and I couldn't get this off. So that's why this looks a bit awful. I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye-bye.